Yo, what up guys, SooFlux here, and today I have a gameplay with Lieutenant BELICA. Really love Lieutenant BELICA. After you get the hang of her, she's just one of a kind, honestly. So with that being said, I'm not dating her. If you guys are wondering, I'm messing around, but it just sounded like it. But honestly, want to go through this build really quick, and let's get right into it. First thing is Adamant Edge, all minor strikes. Burst Engine, all minor strikes. Same thing with the gem, all minor strikes. So these are temporary cards. You toss them out eventually. And then Sage Ward, which is going to have all minor strikes. And then Staff of the Adamant, which is going to have 2 major casts and a major strike. Same thing. It could be all major casts. And then Thick Blood, all strikes. Telly Blink. And then you have Infinity Stream, Focus Shock, Concentrated Shocks. 2 of those. And then lastly, Hydroverser, just to equal out with, like, what was it, 8%? Oh, 7% of your mana takes it into power. So with that being said, let's get right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys do, please subscribe. So, just wanted to cut to the chase. Already a mean gameplay with Lieutenant BELICA. Like lately, I've been seeing, oh my god, you're smurfing. You're doing this. You private your account. For what? The reason why is legit. I was on a nasty streak. Like, honestly, it's a understatement saying that I would have went from fucking platinum to all the way to God knows what, to damn bronze. Like, I wouldn't even doubt it. That's how bad of a streak it was. It was like negative 200 points if that was possible. It just locked at 175, which was very odd. But that's just insane just to think about. So I was like, you know what? For all those people that kept crying and wanted me to unblock my damn Agora, I'll do it. Just to prove those haters wrong. I was like, F it, why not? I have nothing to hide. All I had to hide was my losing streak. And that's legit, because it's so disgusting. Going from literally mid-diamond, from like 1750, to all the way to 1630, which is insane. It's almost, it's 100 plus points. Like, that was disgusting right then and there. And I was like, God, what am I gonna do? That's just disgusting to think about. But ended up just playing with a couple of people. Ever since that, honestly, was winning every single game, every single time right after those parties. So that's pretty much what it comes down to, man. Honestly, you enjoy it with your friends. You go down to it. You go grind it out, and that's it. Easy peasy. And just this game in general, though, I do have a solid build. I don't know if I should even put up the build in the beginning, because I already have the build on my other videos. Like my recent video with Lieutenant BELICA like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I do have a build for her, but I might just run down through it in this video really quick so you guys know my build right then and there, because honestly it's a pretty solid build. Really do enjoy her as well. Like, honestly, people always struggle though. It feels like they don't know what heroes are capable of. For example, a lot of people walk in level 5, for example, and Mortgage is level 5 too, or level 6. She's offlaning. Right away, if you're an ADC, what you're gonna do is try to poke her. All she needs to do is right click, throw a poison at you. You're gonna have a quarter HP, maybe half HP. She right clicks one more time, which she's just gonna chase you down, even if she has to in the tower. She'll right click you and then ult you instantly. It's game over. You're gonna die. That's what people are not comprehending. Like, they really don't understand what heroes are capable of doing. Like, I know Lieutenant BELICA is capable of honestly going ham, doing explosive damage to an ADC, like, right away. And I knew that FaZe, for example, was capable of pulling Twin Blast. So what I did was I chased FaZe, so thinking that she would pull in Twin Blast, but luckily she did not somehow. And then both of these kids ended up just tossing them up, which sounds super wrong, but ended up just tossing them up in the air, stunning them, and then we ended up just killing both of them, easy peasy from there. And then obviously I get flashbanged from I don't know where. She's all the way mid somehow, but she flashbangs me. So nothing major from there, but at the same time though, notice that Grux pulled her in right away, tossed her up, so she was stunned for a good 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds. Really did help you, or help us in general actually. So that was one of the good news. Right away reacted. It feels like a lot of people don't react. A lot of these kids though went for like a tank instead of like Twin Blast, because I flanked the Twin Blast, right away. Noticed this Countess wasn't going for Twin Blast in the team fight. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, it's either you go for her or him, or you go for her as in FaZe. And I was like, you know what, right away I'll go for FaZe. I don't mind. But it wasn't this team fight exactly, but I went for FaZe, thinking that she was obviously going to pull him in, and then did not know exactly if he had his ult or not. So what I did was toss up the FaZe so she wouldn't be able to pull in the Rampage pretty much. But luckily he did have his ult and just got the luck on his side. Honestly, he saved that until we went for Raptors, which is pretty smart. And then this guy, I don't know what he was doing. My drone ended up hitting him mid-ult. In the middle of his ult, he was still in the air, hovering. We were able to catch him up and still toss him up and even right click and kill him. And then somehow the Revenant got pulled away because for some reason FaZe was on me. He ended up got taken away because she was on me somehow, which I don't prefer. I hate when people do it on me, especially if the ADC is alive, because you're supposed to go with the ADC, making sure the ADC does not die. He's a damage dealer in the team fight. So if you're FaZe, make sure you're at least surrounding your ADC, helping him, not me. Don't go for anybody. Don't tickle my butt and just get glued to it. You're gluing it shut. Like, at least do not stay next to me. Stay next to the ADC after the ADC dies. Try your best. If he dies, obviously, you know, hook your jungler or something. Whoever you could do your ult besides your ADC on, because that could be really helpful. As well as you could just switch off back and forth with your heroes or with your partners, because if you do so, obviously you're just giving them HP. You push their inhib. All you need to do, switch between heroes and gain them like 180 HP or whatever you have as a build, and save your teammates. And I've noticed, I don't know why this FaZe even came to help, went for her right away. Well, I ulted her 700, so she was gone from there. Tossed up this Rampage. Somehow my right click didn't even damage him, which was very, very glitchy, because I've, you know, encountered that multiple times. But we all encounter those nasty games, honestly. And then this guy was just jungling, which was pretty nasty. And then I hit him. Literally, the tip of my stun, I hit him. And I did that multiple times this game, which is insane. Did that just to catch up to the guy, just to kill him, just to do my combo, which would be the stun up, my right click, obviously, with the drone, and then your ult. If they have no mana, obviously, you're going to put your E before anything, which would be the Void Drone. Making sure that that happens. When it does, obviously they use any of their abilities, they drain it, as well as just staying in the perimeter. You're losing a lot of mana, so that's why I like that, as well as right here. So right there, for example, like that was just on point. Right at the end of my stun, hit Kalari up, dropped my drone, as well as obviously Revenant Q'd right before he turned invis, killed him. Right there, we ended up just picking up a kill, and that's what you need to do. When you're at the inhib, at least pick them off one by one, or if you have Aurora, they have FaZe, obviously you could use your Aurora to ult, because they don't have, you know, any debuffs like Purity Center or anything. And then right here, notice that I was able to fight this guy 1v1, and then did my ult right then and there. Noticed I was going to die. As long as I got the damage dealer, I would be happy. But our damage dealer is down as well. So it's a 4v4 even team fight, because I did die and get caught up right at the end. They all have full HP at this moment. I don't know why they wouldn't go for them, because none of them have mana and they're all at like a quarter HP, you know, half HP, full HP. It doesn't matter. They did not have mana and they're all like mana people. That makes sense. They're all casters. So that's what you have to keep in mind. That Gideon had no mana. That Kalari couldn't go invis. They had a FaZe, probably had mana, probably. And they had a Rampage that did his ult. So honestly, right then and there, you could have just went in 3v4, if anything, and could have killed them probably. So they had to play smart. I don't know if they were in a party, but I felt like they were playing sloppy as heck. Like, I'll be at mid, Accounts will be right behind me taking my farms. Like, I'll be like, alright, take my farms as well right in front of me. They'll be perfect, on point. Alright, hey Rampage, alright. Get knocked up really quick, getting wrecked by Black Buff, jumps up in the air, does a 360 no scope, kill cam, right then and there, got wrecked. Felt really awesome, as well as, honestly, right there, 50 meters. This guy got tossed by Revenant, this Twin Blast got wrecked, then ended up just getting this Gideon on point with my right click. Really, really like that, because you can spam it every 3 seconds. You just need to know when to lead it, how to lead it, and etc. honestly. But if you know how to really lead it, you could spam your ability 3 times before your Q comes back, which is your knockup, which is really helpful. And then all of a sudden, the Queen of Drop Kicks does his ult, gets wrecked instantly, Don't know why he even did it. Honestly, that was like a decent ult because he went in. We were all there, had our ults. Revenant, all he needed to do is one basic attack, and Q would have killed him regardless. So you have to keep in mind of that. Rampage ulted for no reason. Now we know he does not have his ult. And right then and there, FaZe has not even enough mana to regain his like half HP. If she really wants to spam abilities, you know, she has a quarter mana and she's wasting it by the minute. So I ended up just dropping my drone. Really can help out my teammates from here. And I don't know why my teammates were not going for Twin Blast. He's a damage dealer. Go for him next time. It would really help. And then I did like 100 damage to the Kalari. Ended up killing him with my ult. And from there, it pretty much wraps it up. Almost killed the Rampage. Got gangbanged by his minions. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you guys do. Pretty neat gameplay as well as a solid build. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you guys do. And I'm out. Peace.